Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We are here at the State Reception Room at the Capitol, and I am joined today by Senator Phil Rockefeller, the 23rd District, Kitsap County. Thanks so much for being here today.
Pleasure to be here, Sabrina.
All we're hearing about these days, as far as legislative session, is the budget, or budget crisis, we should say, as well as the economy in the state. Talk, if you will, about the deficit. $6 billion, potentially $7 billion.
Maybe even more.
Wow.
We still haven't bottomed out, so we know that deficit is a huge concern, and it is a drag on our state and our economy. But we have to look beyond that and think about how we work our way out of this dilemma and how we produce new jobs and new job and income opportunities for citizens. We know the federal stimulus package is coming, but that's mainly public sector spending. I'm interested in private sector recovery as well.
And how do we do that? How do we get Washington's economy back on track?
Well, certainly one of the great opportunities we have is to be an energy producer and a producer of energy technology. There's a huge potential for our state in developing alternative energy. Wind, solar, geothermal, possibly wave technology can produce energy as well.
So not only good for the environment, but it's also going to create some jobs.
Absolutely, yes. For the short term, we would like to encourage weatherization, retrofitting of homes and businesses to make sure they are energy efficient. That will help drive down their costs and produce some job opportunities as well.
Are you sponsoring any bills right now that address this?
Yes, we are. There's Senate Bill 5649, which is a caucus priority to capture any federal stimulus dollars that might come our way for energy weatherization efforts. And also we're going to try to use state funds and incentivize utility districts and others to use their dollars as well.
The jobless rate in December for the state was 7.1, but you were saying some counties are seeing much more than that.
Correct. I happen to come from a county, Kitsap, with one of the lower rates, but I'm not celebrating the fact that we're a lower rate because it's 6.1%. That's still high, and there are probably a lot of uncounted people as well around the state who don't show up in that data. So our job one really is the creation of jobs.
So how do you get people on board? Because they open up the paper and they see that more jobs have been cut. Perhaps someone they know or even themselves has lost a job. How do you get people to stay focused on this legislative session, which could end up being quite lengthy?
It could, and we may come back later on if our budget process doesn't give us a balanced budget that will endure further changes in the economy, then we may be back here inevitably because we have to balance our budget. We
and
can't
how do we do that?
Well,
it's a big budget.
It's a big hit on the budget.
Yeah.
I know that's a concern of all of us, and we have to figure out how we're going to make effective use of those federal dollars. We're hoping that stimulus package from the Congress and the President will help us to bottom out and turn around our economy and move us forward. In the meantime, there are things we can do at the state level, such as promoting energy and incentivizing energy production in our state to move us to the forefront of being an energy producer and create the kinds of jobs that we need for the long term.
Are you looking to another state or perhaps another country when you talk about us being the energy producer of the future, green technology?
Well, we are certainly historically a state that has led the country in production of energy from clean energy sources such as hydropower, but we're also now stressing the development of additional resources that we know we have but have yet to develop. Wind and solar in particular come to mind. We can be a leader there. Other states like Oregon may also have some opportunities. Wyoming for wind will be important, but we think that if we connect the dots in our own state, we will be a leader for years to come.
Senator Phil Rockefeller, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Sabrina. Thank you.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers, headline news at the top of the hour.